is right now? I mean, just kind of super early, obviously, but new coordinator,
Yeah, I feel like with Coach Shep, he brings the same message as Coach AG did last year, and I feel like with everybody coming back this year, everybody healthy, shoot, and it's really to start the first first week of camp, so the sky's the limit. I feel like with us.
You had such a great year last year. Just what's the evolution for you? What's the next step? Maybe what was the focus
Consistency.
going into your third year?
Consistency. I feel like towards the end of the year, even though I switched back from nickel, I feel like my consistency wasn't there, and I feel like that's the main key this year.
It's been super competitive with you and Saint, man. Just talk about them battles y'all been having, man. Just how much is that making both of y'all better with you and Saint, the way y'all been going at each other?
It's making me better for sure. Lining up out there out wide, even though I ain't never lined up out wide, just going against him, it's he makes me better every day. Iron sharper irons for real.
Brian, what have you been seeing from Terry on as he gets ready to go into year two?
Just you can tell that the game slowed down for him, and as Terrion, he's as confident as they come. I almost compare him as confident as Ducey, my rookie year. But just watching him compete every day, he always bet on himself, and I feel like as a corner, that's what you want, especially in a young corner. And the sky's the limit for real for him if he could just remain consistent.
How's DJ Reed fit into the equation with Terrion?
Great. Terrion is exactly what DJ needs. DJ's been playing this game for a long time, and he's scrappy and just he's always tight in man coverage. And for Terrion to gain knowledge from DJ is going to help Terrion, but also it's going to help DJ because DJ can gain a little nugget or two from Terrion.
How much have you really tried to, maybe boost the confidence of somebody like Ennis, who's just, had a tough time getting on the field and such, but he seems to be.
Sorry, may you repeat that?
How much have you guys been trying to kind of, boost the confidence of Ennis? And just trying to get him kind of,
Ennis,
mentally right, I guess.
I feel like physically, Ennis got all the tools. Mentally, we still trying to, that's our brother, so we, try to push him up when we need to, but he's been doing good when he's out there, and I feel like for him, he just got to be out there, continue to be out there, but Ennis is a dog.
How much do you think he benefits from the fact that, they're basically playing him in one position instead of, maybe floating between nickel?
It helps him, he can master that one position, but I feel like him playing multiple was good for him also his rookie year because he was able to show his versatile and learn the defense faster.
Hey Brian, Shep called the secondary one of his strengths of not just the defense but of this team. If you guys stay healthy, how good can that unit be? And is that something you guys have talked about amongst each other this offseason? Oh,
of course. We believe that we was the best secondary last year. With all the injuries, we always had whoever's in, it's us against the world. And I feel like this year, our chemistry is on a whole nother level. And for that alone is scary. And we just got to keep on going.
Shep going to allow you to be that versatile piece that we've seen these first 2 years, move around in the box, back out, playing some nickel. I mean, is that still the plan? And how excited are you to kind of be a chess piece like that?
Oh, I'm excited. I just got to Shep trusts me, and I just got to do my part. And, it's going to be the same thing as, my rookie and my sophomore year. I just got to keep being me.
Brian, what's been the value of having Avante in the room, a veteran, and someone that's been part of winning teams?
Vontae is good. You can plug him anywhere, and he's going to do his job. And that's what we need. He helps us. He helps me. Whatever he sees that, I didn't see, he tells me about it in the film room. He helps me and Kirby out. So just having him as a vet and someone who's then played this game, a long time, that's truly what I needed.
John Moynihan mentioned going deep a lot. I mean, he wants to go, take some deep shots, with the offense. I mean, what have you noticed from that, and what do you think that can unlock for the offense?
Yeah, he's definitely been going deep. He's definitely been going deep, but I feel like that's only going, for one, get y'all popcorn ready for J-Mo, man. It's going to be fun to watch him this year. I feel like that's exactly what he needed. So just the whole offense alone, it's going to be fun to watch.
There's a lot of young guys in that
that safety room. Do you feel like a vet if you're kind of trying to take a little bit more of a leadership role amongst those guys?
In a way, I try to lead by example. I'm not the vocal leader. I'm not. I just try to do my part every day, each day, and just try to be the best. And hopefully, that shows the young guys that this isn't a game. This is a game, but it isn't a game.
Speaking of vocal leaders, we can obviously hear Shep everywhere he is around the field these days. What is it like to have a guy who prides himself on being in the trenches with you guys, but is really taking a loud approach to this job?
It means a lot. Coach Shepton played this game before, so again, he knows what it takes. He knows what we're going through. He knows how hard it is. But just having him, lead us, just speaks volume, and he believes in us. He don't care who you are, whether you didn't been here before or you just a rookie coming in. He's expecting everybody to pull in and do their part. So.
Shep has talked about the takeaways and increasing the amount of takeaways, getting the ball out and everything. I mean, obviously the way you play, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, you take that as kind of like you put that on your shoulders, especially just given the the amount of physicality that you play with, and just the position you play too. I mean, with that, it could be a turnover generator.
Yes, sir. I feel like he gonna put us in the right position to get turnovers, and that's turnover wins games, whether people like it or not. But we gotta get the ball, and that's gonna help us in the long run. It's gonna help our offense score points, and that's always the main focal point is get the ball.
In what way do you think you guys have been able to kind of work on that or improve? Do you feel like?
Just it's hard picking JG off because JG would rather throw it in the dirt than throw it into bad coverage. So just one-on-ones really, working on that and just punching the ball out, just little stuff like that.
Jared said you're pulling a Benjamin Button out here. He said you're aging in reverse. How you feel?
I feel good. Not today though. Not today, man. The sun and humid. It was it tested us today, but we finished through, put the work in, and now on to the next.
What have you thought of John and just maybe first impressions of him a week in and how he handles you guys, that room, and what you think of his offense?
Johnny Mo?
Yeah.
I was in Denver with him. Yeah, so Johnny Mo, one thing you're going to get out of Johnny Mo, he's going to be the hardest worker in the building. He's going to sleep here some nights. He's going to put us in the best situation to succeed. So, when you got that, you kind of look past all that other stuff.
How many concepts has he brought from Denver? Is there stuff that you sit and you're like, oh, yeah, I remember that there?
Yeah, he's brought a couple, but I'm pretty sure he was here before he came to Denver, and he was part of that offense that came here. So it was stuff he brought to Detroit, to Denver, and now he brought it back to Detroit again. So there's some similarities from last year from Denver. So it's pretty easy to pick up for me.
What's your comfort level with Jared now? You guys had a great connection
Yeah.
last year, and has it stepped in almost seamless?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. We got a lot of guys this year. We got a lot of weapons, and we're just figuring out multiple ways to win games. We have weapons, and we're going to exploit that when it comes game time. If we get one-on-one battles, our guys have got to win the one-on-one battles.
Got a really young wide receiver group coming up kind of in their first and second years here. Just kind of curious if there's anyone amongst that group that stood out to you.
All of them, Dom, Tesla, Kobe, Meeks, all them guys, man, this is probably one of the hardest training camps I've been around, and for them to handle it the way they've been handling it, man, is very encouraging and inspiring. It makes me want to go harder because I've been slacking a little bit, so they're picking up my gameplay, man.
When you say it's one of the harder camps, what has made it more difficult, I guess?
It's just not something I was accustomed to in my years of playing, so it's just something I got to pick up on. Just new. That's it.
What are your thoughts on the competition level here, not just in position groups, but offense versus defense? It's been intense.
Yeah, very intense. It's a lot of live work. We got a good team, man. I knew we had a great team last year, but it's looking like the people that needed to take the next step, they took the next step, and it's just making us compete even more, and it's very good looking into this year.
Tim, what players come to mind when you mention players that need to take the step and it looks like they have and jump out to you?
J-Mo. People looked at him as just a deep threat, but if you've been watching this camp, he's ran every single route. I think most of his routes have been short routes that he's been catching. So everybody knows what he could do in the deep game, but now he's finding that short range, and that's going to make him impossible to stop.
You ever see a player who celebrates every single touch?
Never. I don't know how he doesn't get tired, honestly.
Hey, I walked up late when you were saying it's a tough camp. Is it for you? Is it taking you a minute to find your footing? How do you feel?
Yeah, it's taking me a minute. No excuses. Like I said, it's my first camp with the team. Obviously, I was here last year, but camp is where you really find who you have. You bond with your teammates. You go to war with them every day because camp is hard. This is my first time going through a camp like this, so yeah, I'm starting off a little slow, but I promise you, by the time the season comes, I'll be firing on all cylinders.
Jared calls you. He said Benjamin Button. He said he thinks you're aging down.
Yeah, I put a lot of work in, and I'm mad that it's not showing right now, but it will.
Like what? What'd you do this offseason? How's your body?
It was my first off season in 3 years. I didn't really have to do much. I just needed to work.
Feel good in that regard?
Huh? I feel great. I feel great. That's why I'm just frustrated that it's not showing right now because the OTAs it did. Training camp is a little different. I just got to pick this shit up.
The decision to re-sign here, Tim, is that a pretty easy one for you? And what went into that decision?
Very. Jared Goff, St. Brown, J-Mo. My job is going to be easy. I just got to beat the number, 4 cornerback. I should win that every single time.
How's it been working with Scotty so far with this switch?
Scotty, I like Scotty. I like Scotty, man. Attention to details. Really doesn't try to put anybody in the box. He wants us to be able to do everything. Releases. It's a little different from last year, but I love him. He's trying to make us complete receivers and not just put us in a box of doing what we did last year. He wants us to be able to do everything.
You mentioned,
Guys, time for 2 more, please.
mentioned J-Mo. Gibbs seems like he's poised for a huge year too. What he's doing in the past game.
Yeah, Gibbs been doing. Everybody know who Gibbs is. Pass game, run game. He's a true unicorn out there on the field, and the more you could get him the ball, the higher chances we got to win.
From the other side of the ball, what has it been like to hear Shep just yelling as much as he is?
I think he gets caught up a little bit sometimes and forgets that he's a DC now. But it's encouraging because like if he's bringing that energy every single day and he hasn't skipped a day where he hasn't been talking. So you know what you're gonna get out of him. You're gonna get high energy, and he preaches that into our defense. And you see they've been having it every single day. We whooped their ass the past 3 days, but they've been high energy though.
You've got 2 really young, inexperienced guys on both shoulders. It seems like they're doing pretty well, but what are the pros and cons of having just that much inexperience? Does that really put you on your P's and Q's on making sure those protections are communicated and right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's always that type of pressure on the center to make sure that things are good and we're going the right way, make sure it's always the right tag. But I mean, going from me and Kevin and Frank to me and Tate and Christian, I mean, between Frank and Kevin, that's like 20 years of experience.
Yeah.
That's gone now. Now we have like 3 technically, or 1. Yeah, 1. But I think that they're really good players overall. I think they are, like, you watch them out in Indy, they're really good at moving. They have good mechanics, and I'm stumbling over my words right now. Oh my gosh. Let me take a second.
You want to move to the shade?
Let's just do a couple.
Maybe, but no, I'm fine. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that they're good players. They seem to be pretty smart. Tate seems to pick things up pretty quickly. It's just making sure that we can trust each other and that we know how we're going to do things. And I think that overall things have gone pretty well so far. I don't really have a lot of complaints.
Christian seems pretty locked into the left guard spot. What have you seen from him so far in his training camp?
I think that Christian is really talented. I think that he's also, I mean, he played a lot of right guard in the past too. I think he's trying to figure it out in some regards, just some of the little things. But he's a good player. I'm not too concerned about Christian figuring it out.
One more, please.
I think we all recognized you were playing through a lot last year, pain-wise. When did your body kind of feel normal and like itself again? Like, how long did you go into the offseason before you were feeling normal?
Sometime around March, but I don't really like talking about it. But it is the way it is, and I mean that's just kind of playing football sometimes. Sometimes you just get unlucky, but life in the big city.